This is Derek with The Art of Adventure, coming to you from Podcast Movement. Oh, it's going to be a while. We're going to walk around.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this is my roommate at the conference, native St. Louisan, host of the Inspired Works podcast and another upcoming project. And this is great. Chuck and I met online back when we were both competing for #1 new and noteworthy at the end of last year around Thanksgiving. And well, let's just talk about podcast movement for a little bit.
Actually, I want to do one thing real quick. If you guys can hear us okay, give us some hearts. Tap on the screen. And then if you can hear us, thank you, that's awesome. And then if you could, down below, if you could share this and have people join us, because we're at Podcast Movement. I think a lot of good value to be received from what we're going to say. So if you could share this a little bit, that'd be great. You know, we get Derek Lumberjack, the Loudermilk, all over the place.
Yeah, so we'll just give you an inside look at Podcast Movement. So we're gonna aim down the hall this way. Hey, Patricia, thanks for. I have my glasses on, but I still can't read. This is so you can see. There's all the exhibitors down here. People trying to sponsor us and give us money, and we're like, we don't want your money. We want to stay pure.
That's right.
But actually, feel free to send money. It's fine.
Do you guys have any questions about podcast movements or podcasting in general? If you do, ask and we'll answer, because we are actually here.
Are any of you at Podcast Movement right now, and you're just wanting to know what's happening somewhere else in Podcast Movement?
Who?
No, I was like, because I was watching Podcast Movement Periscopes somewhere else.
You were?
Yeah, earlier today.
Right, got it.
Yeah. Nice, awesome. Yeah, right. Patricia, where are you, Patricia?
Let's walk.
Should we walk and talk?
Let's walk.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to keep tapping the hearts.
Keep going.
Switzerland. Oh my gosh.
Switzerland?
I love chocolate. If hopefully you do too, being a good Swiss person and all. Yeah. So Chuck.
Yes.
What would you say is the best thing you've gotten out of Podcast Movement so far?
It's got to be the relationships that you build. I mean, it's one thing being online and networking, but it's another thing completely to be with the person. You can't beat this. And this community is great group of people. Unlike anything that I've ever experienced in my life, everyone's so helpful. If you're not into podcasting, you should definitely at least consider it. Check it out. Definitely check out his show, Art of Adventure with Derek Loudermilk.
So one thing I've noticed about Chuck is that he's a great hype man. He's probably one of the best people I know at introductions. And this is a great lesson that you can take when you're in an event. If you introduce people awesomely, if you say, hey, this is Chuck, he has the most exciting intro to his podcast, or Chuck, the guy that does the best intros, then, not only does that let people know what that person's about,
Richard,
but it creates, hey, thank you, buddy. It creates the excitement. And so, like, whenever you're entering a new group of people, it's just amazing to watch these expert introducers. What's up, Chuck?
What's up? Who is that? Richard. Hey, Richard. What's up, Richard? How you doing? I know Richard through Steve.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool. But what Derek was saying is actually true. Like with podcasting, I think with most things in life, it's not really about you. It should be about the other person. So if you have the other person's best interest in mind first, everything else falls into place. And everything else works out. And everyone's smiling, and that's what it's about. Seeing that smile, that you made a difference in someone's life in a positive way.
Yeah, we used to joke in high school that we should print up a T-shirt called the resume T-shirt. It was basically a list of there's your shirt, of of all the greatest things that you had done. But it's, that's just bragging, actually. But it's not bragging if someone else does it for you. Yep. Here. Okay. Yep. Here's the main floor at Podcast Movement, where all the networking happens.
If you guys just joined, we're at Podcast Movement.
Weston Talk. Thanks for joining, buddy.
We're in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, at Podcast Movement. There's about 1,100 people here, and thanks for sharing, Derek.
Richard, thanks for coming, buddy. And what else?
Yeah, we just wanted to share the experience with you as much as we possibly could without you having to be here. We love those hearts, and if this is of value to you, please definitely let Derek know, and he'll do what he can to share his wisdom with you in the future, and subscribe to him, not only as, on Periscope, but as a podcaster, but as a person. If you follow Derek, like the way he is as a person, it's the connection, it's about taking you to the next level, and that's what he does, and that's what I think you need to come and listen to, and that's Derek.
Awesome. Chuck, appreciate that, buddy, and we'll sign off. Thanks for joining, guys. Until next time, Art of Adventure.
Thanks for the hearts.